Well, again, the politics got involved a little bit over there. While I was there, the Vice President of the United States, Dick Cheney, came to visit Bagram Air Base, and we were attacked. Well, a suicide bomber came to the front gate, and those claims that I'm talking about, the people would line up outside the front gate to come in and complain or bring a legitimate issue. Workers who came to work on base to clean our toilets, to clean the streets, etc., would be waiting in line, and a suicide bomber came up and just incinerated 27 people standing in line, just blew them to kibitz, including an American soldier from Chicago, an American female who was a contractor, a Korean soldier. So that occurred when Vice President Dick Cheney came, and they were targeting him, but obviously they couldn't get on base to get him. And it's kind of something that really sticks with me is we have the issues now with the White House press dinner. Had that big dinner where the president used to go to, correspondence dinner. Well, a year or two after that, the president, at the time Bush, made some comments about that attack, about how it was safer for Dick Cheney to go to Afghanistan to go on a hunting trip because of, he shot his friend on a hunting trip. It was an accident. And it got a lot of laughs. It still hurts me to the core that our leadership would make a joke about that because there were 27 people whose bodies were just completely obliterated. I'm sure the kid from Chicago, they sent him maybe a part of his foot. The young lady, the Korean soldier, and those 24 Afghanis who were standing in line who were trying to be our friends. That stuff kind of annoys me because that tells me that the leadership doesn't understand the sacrifice. That kid from Chicago, I knew some of his teammates, some of the people that served in his unit. I remember how upset they were. And any time a soldier or a service member was killed in Afghanistan, they brought him through two places, Kandahar or Bagram. So almost every day, we would call time out. The horn would go off, and if you were in an office or you were doing some other duty, you would walk down to the main road and you would stand there at attention as a procession came down with a casket. Your fallen fellow American in a casket going down. It was called Disney Road, and it was named after a soldier who was killed, Jason Disney, in the beginning of the Afghanistan war. And they would drive down this main road from one end of the air base to the other to put the body on a plane to take them home to Dover, then on to every little hometown, every big city in the United States. So being in Afghanistan, that's what I remember. That's what sticks with me, is going out there on a continuous basis, almost on a daily basis. And it wasn't the volume where there was 50 a day. No, it was 1 or 2 a day, which was too many. So to just see these guys who would come through Bagram base and then go out to fight in these valleys, and then drip by drip by drip, they would come back in these boxes, an American flag. And then to see the disconnect of leaders back home about our nation, because I feel we're a nation. We've been a military at war, not a nation at war. So the military felt that. It feels those people in Disney, the families felt it. But I don't believe that the rest of the nation has felt it the way that we should feel it, including our leaders, because I saw, and I'm sure President Bush, if he realized that he did that, he would, and I've seen some of his interviews. I know that every death hurt him, but you know, you're never going to see me make a joke about that, about Cheney coming to Afghanistan, because 27 souls were killed because they were targeting him.